Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. Got quite a bit I want to cover before the market opens up. First, uh, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and the bell button before you go ahead and do anything. That way, it helps with the algorithm and everything else. That said, on the left, you'll see that I got a couple of things that's inside of One Entry, One Shot. You can check it out, oneentryoneshot.com. Link will be in the description as I finally got one of the biggest fixes that I've been trying to get done in a long awaited time. Um, inside of the bold predictions, you'll get a little insight on some of the things that I'm probably looking at, like in the case of IBM, looking for some potential upside if it can hold certain levels, especially with the pullback. You already know Friday was such a major move, so go ahead and check out oneentryoneshot.com inside of the insights so that we can get a couple ideas. I got WD-40 that's in there. FCX, which people have been talking about. SoFi. Now, SoFi, I'm really curious on what's going to happen with SoFi because it's at an inflection point, and that decision can lead to more upside or downside. We try to figure that out. So just keep that in mind. So just check it out when you get a chance. Also, the one from the previous one that I released was for the month of June. So my plan is to give you one to predict or anticipate, I should say, not predict because we can't really predict the market, right? Anticipate what the market could do for the month of June or each month. And then I release updates on the weekly basis. So that way you can do some long-term investment as well as regular investment. So just keep this in mind. Oh my God, they're trolling me about this doggone Crocs. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Crocs, and I guess they giving me hell about it. But it's all good. It's all good. All right, so let's go ahead and let everybody know that I am online over at the Discord. If you don't have a home, go ahead and check out the Discord. Link is inside of the description. That said, let's go ahead and look at some levels here. The first thing I want to kind of point out is the opening range. Let me go ahead and lock this down before I make some mistakes later on. Boom, boom, and boom. So the first thing I noticed is that we did a very interesting W type of pattern here. Um, and if we grab pure price action on 2 hour, I'm thinking we're going to probably be bouncing off this level for a while before we actually fall. So I think this is a healthy bounce for any continuation for the downside. Here's where the gap was. Shout out to TradingView. Its indicator really points this tough out so that way you can kind of plan accordingly. And I think we're going to try to rebalance some of these imbalances that's there. We got a fair value gap here on the 2 hour here, what he took out here and here. So let's see if that momentum hold. There's a level I want to really keep an eye on, which is 28,893. When we get close to that level, we may test here. I think there's the ultimate test that they want is down at that wick. But if we do a nice little solid retracement, let's go ahead and put a fib over here. Make sure I did it backwards. Let's get it right. Get it right. Right here. Yeah, I would say probably around 29,900. Let's bring in the psychological levels so that way it can go ahead and point out the key areas. Oops, not you. You. Right. And 30,000 psychological levels sitting right there. So look for a possible rejection, maybe 400 points above. So we might be able to play some upside in the early part of the bias and then flip the script to the downside later on. That said, we got 3 minutes into the market open. Let's go ahead and see if there's anything in the scalp. I think there's nothing there yet. Okay, yeah, nothing's there. Let's take a shot at trade ideas. JP Morgan, quite an interesting little setup that it has. Let me grab another chart for y'all. All right, JPM. This one looks like it's trying its best to stay on the upside. I do think that we're in a very key sell zone as people are taking profits, but this is a W pattern, and I do think that the upside is still there. So it is in a higher risk, so you kind of counter trend trading. But if it catches, there's a lot of liquidity that it could trigger. A nice little push up to this W would be the midpoint, which would be about 318, 320. So this could be a pullback just to get to like 318, 320. And if it doesn't hold, look for them to come fill this gap, and that would bring us closer to that TP1 around 305. And that, I know this is an upside move that we were looking at a while back. Let me see what else I got in here for y'all. Medtronic looks okay for some upside. DHI, well, housing, um, looking like a good sector to rotate in. It's been very stagnant for a long period of time. It's just been sideways. I think this is something that could be very, very key. I do look for some downside to the down to about 138. Okay, so there's I might have two variations of the same downside. Let's see. Let's take a look here. We got a 1 day looking for, yeah, actually. Might be just because I think I might have this variation here and then this variation here. So yeah, I think this thing could come down because it is in a sell pocket. I'll give you a sense of what it is. I noticed that this level here, we kind of sold off here and then we kind of pushed down. Looking forward to sell off again. Anyways, let's go ahead and get rid of the get ready for the market. Not get rid of the market. And get ourselves mm-hmm, and set ourselves up.
You take it out further.
I'm looking at up for now.
200 is bottom.
Okay, something happened with my chart. It just froze up on me. We'll leave that one alone. Actually, I'll just reopen it later. Let's go over here.
You be
Where
careful
it
by
is.
Facebook, yeah.
Okay. All right, we're starting to really push through here. Let me come down to the 15 minute. Like I said, if you haven't been on my channel before, I love me some opening range. So let's set ourselves up for the first 15 minutes. Let's expand that. We'll come back to these tickers in a little bit and see if there's anything that pops up on the scalp. I got shorts that keeps popping up though. 5 minutes should put in a lot of pressure. I really want upside because I want to get up inside of that psych level and then kind of play with it. But hmm, I don't know. They really are putting some pressure to this downside.
I take it down
Take it down? Okay.
from that rejection of that.
Be careful. We just hit the psychological level on NQ, so it can bounce here. Get rid of you. Let's get this. Oh, Thinkorswim has updated their side. Okay. I'm gonna have to go to my Charles Schwab and switch this back to a margin account again. All right, we got a little bit more to the downside. We checked it holding that 25 position. Uh, 530. Okay, we missed the 530 one, so I'm gonna let that one slide. I would say, you know what? No, let me do it like this. Uh, Very risky. All right. I mean, very risky. 5 minute scalp to the downside, assuming that this just goes and give us a nice little continuation based on these parameters here. So that would mean that we get a pullback, but they are dumping it through the 29,500. I thought we was gonna get a bit of better bounce there. So NQ 530 75. TP will be 478. We already blasted through that one. So next one 29, sorry, 29 399. So we probably could get help get to that TP2. SPY 742
What is
and then
that?
741. Nice.
50%
IWM to the downside 284.
at the close.
Yeah, I won't blame you because we're getting close. We're like 30 points away. If it doesn't give a bounce here,
That's
nice. Yeah, that was the more tricky, pricier one. Oh Lord, that's why I was having a little bit of issue. I had the waiting room on. We're gonna fix that issue. People was trying to get in and they couldn't get in.
We're almost at the
Yeah,
we're almost at the 200.
it was a violent little bounce.
And there's a big gap on XPS.
Yeah, they may try to refill the gap. It's very possible, but I want the market to settle itself a little bit, especially coming off of a big weekend like that. I don't want some bold bull come in with like a large order and then out of nowhere it hits my liquidity. All right, so I'm gonna release another 5 minute scalp. This is the levels I am looking at for us to get the rest. So I'm thinking we're gonna get ourselves a bit of a pullback. Let me post this again. High risk. When I say high risk, I'm talking about high risk. Okay. Mm-mm-mm-mm. So now we got SPY entry at 742.43 and Q 432. So we're past the 432 right now. So let me give you a visualization of what I'm thinking. Let's go with that, and then here's my plan. Bang. So another cut under this level. Maybe we could get ourselves a nice little interesting dance to the downside. Now the tricky part about it, we would be attacking this block right here. So we want the momentum to get in. Let's see.
I think I do was mine a little.
Grab that,
Cause he paid for everything.
that. Seeing something along the lines of that.
Why that even show up?
Get a little bit bearish around that 397. Really hold that 400, and then we probably could get to that TP1 because there's a fair value gap that we could be attacking right there. But again, this thing has been dropping since Friday. So be conscious of your levels.
But I can't talk right now. I'll play that. Mm-hmm.
Am I on compound? No, I'm not compound. Let me switch that.
What up, Jeff?
Yeah, good morning, my neighbor.
Peace.
I'm thinking about shorting with the 710s right now. But
Oh, I'm looking right now. Shit. You
I want this level to hold.
you understand?
See if I can get
Where
in the
my,
down
where
to
my
seven,
stuff at? I know I.
297.
There you go. Yeah, nah. You know, like
Kind of fish
You
back.
know,
Mm-hmm.
looking at the market. I'm gonna wait for some volatility to go down. Then
Agreed.
Got
take a
used to
little,
Let's see.
take an opportunity. Okay.
No, not really. Consumer inflation drops at 11 o'clock, but that's light. That's
11
a
o'clock.
green folder.
Mm,
Yeah, but it's a green folder.
all right.
ADP employment change is tomorrow.
Okay. Okay. That's
Wednesday, we get CPI data.
mm,
So people could be sitting on their hands until CPI. And then Thursday is probably PPI. Yep, there we go. PPI. And then the jobs report, of course. When we got Fed balance sheet, that's going to be in there. And Friday's probably going to be quiet. Yeah,
oh,
Friday.
I think it's about to short right here.
Oh, Friday is Michigan sentiment. Yeah, I won't be surprised they're waiting for Wednesday. So be conscious.
Look like they about to short the market right here on the ES. At
I'm
that
leaning
level.
that way as well.
Dead a block. My shit. Up.
Just hit my level. Let's see if it holds.
Yeah, come on, you raggedy bastard.
All right, held the level. Let's see if we get a continuation.
Come on. You, come on, TradingView. Stop playing with me.
I'm looking forward to
Yeah.
get under that 397 or 10,
This is the
375.
chart I was on. And I feel like TradingView is going down in quality. I'm not gonna lie to you.
TradingView has been making some changes along the
Not for
way.
the better.
Yeah. You think so?
Shit. I'm just saying my my interaction tell me so. Because this garbage take me this long. I have to reload in the computer. I'm not ready. I want this. I see 100 on the board. I take that.
They're building a position right here around this entry, and I think it's.
I think we're gonna come back to that PEQ 200. And
Well, the funny thing
it's
about
at
it,
779
712.79, that would be choice. We're
and
at
it's at
715.
or 713 on 60.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to hold on to this position, but it is making it a little bit difficult
The downside trying to happen.
because we did get a solid close below here, but we didn't get a follow through.
Mm-hmm. See, that was a bad entry. I'm gonna cut
Oh
this.
no, I went super light because I knew
I
that the
did
entry
too.
was high risk.
Nah, I did too, but my damn trading view wasn't letting me in right where I wanted to. So I had at first I had a better entry. This is just me trying to catch momentum, but technically a bad entry. So right now I'm down 20 ticks on this. If it flips up, then I'm about to cut it. I'm just gonna wait for a retest. See if
Okay.
it'll move. Let me see. If it comes back into the box, I'm gonna see. I'm holding it. I look like
Hmm.
they're gonna push down. But if it comes back into that damn, if it come back up to retest that box again, I'm gonna cut for like a 30 tick loss and then go right back in.
Hmm.
All right, cool. All right, I took my loss. Now I'm gonna get my that entry. Sell there.
And there's the
Boom.
retest of that psychological level.
Yeah. Then boom. That's all right. Cool. There you go. Let's go. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Kaboom. We in there. Back in the trade. Let's see how far momentum go. There we go. There we go. Better. That was a better entry. Y'all got back in on that same order block on the
Okay.
hour time frame.
You taking it down?
Yeah, I'm taking it down. So I want to see if my theory holds. Cause they dipped into a gap on the
It's
lower
got
time
the
frame, but I'm gonna see if it holds. It's rejecting. I'm already up. Like, well, it's still bouncing right now. It was up 7 ticks at most. So this was a better entry. Yeah. Okay, there we go. We're picking up speed now. Boom, boom. There we go. 20. Come on. I'm locking. I'm locking something. Let me close this
Looking
candle.
for them to melt down this psychological level, get under stranger danger. Let me make sure my 15-minute is updated. It is. Looks good.
big curl to the upside though.
All right, it's almost 9:45. Looking for a close below here. 3, 2, no close below.
Possibly morning star.
Boom. There we go. That's good. That's good rejection right there. What y'all gonna do? Okay.
They're toying with the
Think
first
we still
15
gonna keep
minutes.
pushing it?
It's possible that they could push this back up again, but I'm leaning on it's kind of a weak one because when we sold off at this level, I think the protection that they're trying to make is going to fall through, especially with the momentum of so much of that downside. But Mondays tend to drift up, so I think that's why we're doing what we're doing right now.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm just seeing if we're going to get a little bit of a follow through here. Let
Yeah.
me see if anything came up in a scalp now. It says going along now on a lot of the things that just popped in on the shorter time frame.
I'm switching over to some stocks. I'm just gonna let that trade play out on its own. Oh, look, they got me.
Zion? Zion. Let's see if we can melt down into the psychological level again because it looked like we're coming back again for it.
Let's see what it is. We took out the previous week low. So,
Which gives us the bounce, but now we could get
yeah.
a continuation for lower lows. And they're fighting it now, but I think it's a
And
losing
it's a break
effort,
right
but
here because we're on top of a cross to the upside.
and I think it's a losing effort, but the market has been very funny. There we go. We got close
Yes.
below.
Okay, is we gonna go for it?
Uh,
Okay, I think there you go. Oh, perfect.
there we go. Let's get a pure meltdown. All right, so 1 minute internal fair value gap is filled. They're coming back to an order block. Let's see if they can melt down this order block. I got a block that I want down here at 410. I want to see if they can just trap those that thought that this 5 minute Morning Star was going to be solid. Looks like we're not going to get it. Oh, come on. Come on.
Boom, boom. Let's go. There we go, baby.
I need you to melt down.
There we go.
Come on. Melt down. They're building a base here. They're trying their best to build a base here. I'll take my $24 loss. Because obviously this thing doesn't want to break down. That was a deep drawdown in itself, but maybe they're going to try to put a W on the 1 minute. Maybe they're waiting for 10 o'clock. Um,
Okay. Let's see. American. Well, oh yeah, that's right. I want no money in that damn trade. That's why I didn't take it.
I feel like this 1 minute is going to put this block, but oh, you're not going to do that, are you?
Or she not in?
Came back to my entry. No, I got close to break even, and I said, you know what? Let me reposition because obviously they're trying to make this a bounce area like a W.
It's still balanced because we haven't taken out the low.
Correct, and that's why I did that.
Okay. Damn, these motherfuckers don't want to let me be great at all.
Mm-mm.
Just die already.
And so I feel like they're waiting for 10 o'clock. No, they're just waiting for a new 4 hour.
Shit, hell, if I would have been in and out of this damn trade, I probably would have made some money today.
So Iran said that they're halting their attacks on Israel
Mm-hmm.
and that they will be there can be still attacks on Lebanon, but overall they're going to stop their attacks on Israel. So I guess
Mm-hmm.
they're trying to find ways to get to a ceasefire. I also heard
Without
that
giving uh,
yeah, yeah,
without
exactly.
giving up the pride.
And
Mm-hmm.
they took out a radar system of theirs, which kind of kills their attack prowess with those drones.
Yeah,
Because if you can't track the drones, then you can't deploy them. So I think they're kind of blind right now. So I think that's one of the reasons they're saying it, but they want to show face.
yeah. That's all this damn bullshit is. Damn, you know, people want to, save face. And they've been outmatched. Unfortunately, like, hey, if you simply take the deal, you've been a better
Hmm
vote.
hmm
It's just overall it's good for you and your people. Like, yo, this chill feel out. Like,
Yeah,
not
just have a little bit of peace of mind.
because at the end of the day, what most people, and this is why I say a lot of people just don't be thinking about it, is the U.S. is no longer going to the ground with those people. No country is going to go to the ground with you. They
Not with all
stupid.
the technology that we have.
Yeah. So they know. They're like, hey, you're better on the ground all day, every day.
Hmm
There's no questions about that. But the intelligent thing I can do is stay above and bomb the hell out of you. And I can just keep bombing you. That's it.
Hmm.
All day. I can just bomb, 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 bomb,
I'm
boom,
not
boom,
gonna
boom.
risk on my people's when I could go ahead
Exactly.
and
And I
just
can rent
play
some
from distance.
drones. It's
Timmy,
cheaper. I don't care what they say. They can talk all the crap they want. It's cheaper just to drone you to death than it is actually, you know,
Hmm.
uh, do anything else.
on the
Like
version.
I'm
Yeah,
about to get smoked again. All right, that was my third attempt. I am embarrassed. I am done with the ES.
and that's all right.
Yeah, it is
We
what the
just
hell
we
it
just
is.
tap out, walk away, and live to fight another day.
Yep,
Oh,
knew
God.
that shit was crooked.
That JPM did hit that center of that almost with a nice little pop up. I won't be surprised that this thing starts to come down heavy, but I need that thing to make a low and high before that happens. Let's see what else I got.
I don't even bother. I can't unmute that fast anymore. I'm eating it all.
It's fast.
Hey, good morning.
Fast and all is trying to pull itself back
Mm.
in
This
the
is
sell
good.
side. We probably come down a little bit, but they would come down, retrace, and then go push right back up. How much time we have? We got 5 more minutes. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep running through some tickers. I'm gonna wait for 10 o'clock to happen. Oh, did we wait? Did we break? Oh, we broke back below the psychological level.
The moment you think it's too late.
We're wedging.
I'm done with it. They got my
If it was an interesting to see how fast it could get, it didn't have a choice. We almost fell in. Even when I'm unmuted, I
money.
still miss it. Hey, I know I'm fast with my entry. It's entry say you gotta be quicker than that.
It looked like they finally got what they're looking for ish.
Down, down, baby. Are we dropping yet? Damn, I
We're
just want
still
to be
inside of the
right here
wedge.
today, man.
We
Things to do.
we still in the wedge.
Got things to do.
Things to do.
I understand. So do
Mhm.
I.
No, I just need
7-ish to me. Morning.
they broke below my entry.
Minutes. I got 70%. Come on, get to my 200. The thing is, QQQ 200 sits at around 713.14. We haven't touched it yet for the morning. Mm-hmm. I got 40% on it.
Let's see. Look at American Airlines.
Look what happened when y'all walk away. I tell you, y'all gotta be patient. QQQ about to touch that target, hit my 600. Looking for the 200. I'm at my 400 hit, which is
Looking forward to get the
8.
TP1 at 280, 2987, 9287, I should say, on
Yeah,
NQ.
in the opening, we always go towards that 200. Mm-hmm. Possibly Morningstar. Okay, hold it.
They're retesting the block.
Come on, hold the flow. I'm gonna break it.
60 seconds or 30 seconds into the 10 o'clock candle. The 4-hour candle has a long wick at the top. So I think there's this retest so that way they can go ahead and melt this down for the next 4-hour candle as they rejected the fair value gap on the 4-hour. So don't panic. Let's see if we can hold this. 2 seconds. All right, let's get a follow through. Let's get a solid follow through. There we go. There we go. Melt it down. Melt it down. Melt it down.
If this hit the 200 PPQ, could push up.
Yeah, I got my 40%. I'm holding on
But
to
if
some
we
others.
cross golden, but we active Kepler channel.
Yeah, but I think they're gonna peel the banana back. I got a target at
Let me see if SPY did it.
9287 that I want on NQ.
PPQ did it. XPX did it. SPY did it.
Spot push up.
Yeah, push up, so be careful.
And I'm looking for them to reject this order block. They came back to the block. Let's see if we get it.
The block is a piece on my bottom left.
No, we came back to the top and looked for a rejection. Like it's like, break retest. So looking for the retest to happen.
We were outside the Kepler channel, so pull back in.
Yeah, I got off my
Get to
positions.
the 8.
Let me see what it
Retest the
looks
8.
like.
See if we could break the 200, 400.
All right, so I added an extra 6% in my portfolio.
We'll make that copy.
That
Back for a W.
that move was an easy $25, 20%, depending on how you risk it, the whole nine. So that's why I want to give you over YouTube, just give you at minimum 25 bucks or 20%. And then as soon as we get it, done the case. So that said, YouTube, we're gonna go ahead and let y'all go. Y'all have a